Do you support them the way they are? I mean, like the way they compete and
What they do?
Yeah, what they do. I'm like, so who's your favorite? Just for you.
I don't have one. I don't have a favorite.
So you are your own favorite, right?
Oh no. So I just like seeing people doing positive things with what they do. You know, so in regards to the bodybuilders that you mentioned, you know, like I said, I've met Kai. He seems like a very good guy, genuine guy. We've had some good talks. I like him for that. You know, whether he is the best physically or not I've never, you know, really considered who's the best like that. But in regards to as a person and what he's doing as well, he's a very positive guy. You know, so I can relate to him on that aspect. Very positive, very encouraging to others. You know, so I like that.
Okay, thank you. Just last question, like what are the 3 golden exercises that you follow?
Golden exercises?
Yep.
Okay. That's an interesting question because the answers I'm going to give you are so basic. They're the ones that you know. Bench press, deadlift, squat. Now it's like, what can you do with that? They are the foundations, you know? There's not going to be any other exercise I can mention that will be as beneficial as those 3. You know, so those are the basics, and they will always be the foundations. You know.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
No problem.
Could you please pass on the mic in the same row to the gentleman whose hand is raised? Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Bhavik, and my question is to each one of you, because you are the personalities we are look up to. All people gathered here, we are looking up to you people. But your journey has been phenomenal. Means life is not normal. There will be peaks, there will be valleys, there will be lot of adversities when you achieve this kind of level. So, which are some kind of points in your life, or which are the people you look up to when you are feeling down and when you want to move up to the next level?
It's basically saying when things aren't going great, things aren't good, who do you look up to? Anything in life. When it's not going well, who do you look up to give you encouragement? So if things are bad, who do you look up to help, to give you encouragement to do it? It could be training, but just in general. Inspiration.
It's for me, I think it's Arnold. You know Arnold? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
For me, it's for my. I start from zero. I don't have trainings. I'm looking for that. That is my idol. So from there I have trainings. When my time trainings is not much people to training because it's not famous in my country. Because I train about like 10 years above. So that is that times I training is not much people to training. So I keep training. It's like Simeon Panda said like that just now. You training, people look at it, it's good. People will ask you, you're looking good. Yeah. Your body, your figure, everything is changed. So from there, yeah, I like it. So I focus gym already. Gym is my hobby. It means we come to my hobby. So my hobby now becomes my career already. So I think it's very good. Then training is like your lifestyle is very changed. Yeah, like your food, your attitude, everything. Because you have nice body, you need like trainings. You sleep very well. Then you need to eat clean food. Then you will stop everything like back. Like you will stop like drinking, like smoking, everything.
Mainly it's like appreciation from your fan and followers that's pushing you forward in life. It's like that.
There's one thing. Yes, there's one thing. So when I'm training already, I start training, so I will feel that it's a lot of benefits. Like people will look you like it's good looking. Yeah, you're a good figure, you look healthy. Yeah. But anyway, it's the one thing. Yeah, I training.
Who inspires you? Keeps you going? What inspires you to keep going?
Actually, but your dance steps inspires all of us, huh? We really like you dancing.
motivation?
My motivation is heavy weight, bigger body, and speedy and you know.
But like looking at your body, nothing will be heavy for you now.
Now,
Then nothing will be heavy for you.
sorry, I nothing.
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay, what motivates me? Like I said, the just wanting to be better, you know, wanting to just improve. And I've had that same feeling before bodybuilding, you know, I've just always wanted to be the best I can be in what I do, you know. And bodybuilding has shown me that, you know, it can really take you places if you believe in that and give it everything and stay consistent with it. So that's my main goal. In regards to who's motivated me, when I think of that, the only person that springs to mind is my brother, who at a certain point really gave me some encouragement when, like you said, you know, in life you're gonna have ups and downs. At a time when I was very down, my brother gave me some support. And so I would look to him to say that he motivated me to you know, continue to believe in myself. Because the main thing for me is that you need to believe in yourself before anyone else, you know? Like, you need to know that you're capable of doing these things that you want to do. And then hopefully someone is there to also support you, but you need to believe it, you know? And when I was down, my brother basically reminded me of that self-belief, you know? Just because, you know, I was down and I was starting to forget what I know I'm capable of doing, you know? And he just gave me some encouragement to say, Sim, stay focused, you know? Things aren't always going to be as they are now. The situation should just keep focused, you know? So, yeah, I look to my brother to say that he was a motivation for me.
My other question is what you believe regarding mind-muscle connection, because lot of time I am seeing people getting mechanical, like totally robotics. They are going there inside the gym, they are coming out, they are just lifting weight, they are keeping the weight from point A to point B. But what is the mind-muscle connection? That I want to know from your point of view.
For me, well, the thing about with the mind-muscle connection, people go, like you said, people go in and they don't really have that connection and they just leave. But then at the same time, there's people that theorize about mind-muscle connection too much. You know, for me, you go into the gym, ensure that your session is intense, ensure that you're actually working out. So it should be a workout. It shouldn't be, you know, you shouldn't leave the gym relaxed. It shouldn't be a relaxed session. You need to put a lot of effort in and really go for it in your sessions. That is working out, you know. You should have structure. Your training should be structured. You should know a plan of what you're going to do, you know. Whether it's a number of sets or specific exercises, one of my main things is knowing that you've hit your muscle from each angle. You know, making sure you've hit, you know, if you're hitting chest, making sure you've hit upper chest, you hit your flies, you've hit your bench press, be it flat bench or dumbbells, you know. But making sure that there's some specific elements that need to be hit in each session. And the main thing is that it is intense. Intensity is what's going to get you progress, you know. That's how we grow. That's the difference between someone who makes progress and someone who's there for years and just seems to be the same. And then that same person might complain that, you know, how comes that guy's, you know, going miles ahead? It's because he's really killing it. He's working out. He wants to grow, you know. He wants to see an improvement. He wants his body to adapt to the stresses he's putting on it. Others might just be, you know, in there to you know, follow a set routine that doesn't really push them. You know?
Taking this point in consideration, like a lot of debates are going on. Either these compound movements are good or these isometric movements are good for building body as well as strength and powerlifting. So what's your take point on this? Like compound movements are better for building size and strength, or isometric movements are better? Because as you mentioned already, you need to hit or fire all the muscle fiber with different angles. So with isometric you can do that, but compound movements there are certain limitations. But if you go in classical bodybuilding like Arnold, they have built a huge physique as well as symmetry without any isometric movement. So what's your point on that?
My point on that is I could put 3 different guys up here. Actually, we're 3 different guys. None of our training styles will be the same. Yet we've all built physiques. Why? Because we have tried and tested different routines. We've learned over the years and built on our experience. You know, there isn't going to be one specific method that gets you muscle, gets you big. Because clearly, I could ask Chul what his number of sets and reps is, and it might be completely different to mine. Terence's might be completely different to mine. Yet, like I said, we've all grown muscle. And it's because, and one thing that we will have in common is a structure. We will have all had structure. We would have all tried and tested different methods, and we would have gone with the one that works best for us. And for me personally, would have gone with the one that we most enjoy. And for me,
so the one-liner would be, it's like fitness is always the individual approach rather than in general.
there is a general though. There is a foundation. We all do pretty much the same basic exercises, the bench press, the squats, and you know, so there is a foundation in respect to certain exercises, you know, and we all probably did start off with the basics, the 3 sets of 10, you know, like we probably, that's, you need the foundations. You know, if a 16-year-old kid comes up to me today, I'm not going to get him to come and do 8 to 10 sets with me going super heavy. He doesn't need to. He's going to grow regardless if he just does the basics, you know. So we all pretty much started with the foundations, the basic exercises, the standard set range, and then slowly we formulated our own style and what we liked and what worked for us, you know. And then that's how you progress, you know.
Thanks a lot, guys. It's really clear, lot of air.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Arshdeep Singh. Hello, sir. My question is to all 3 of you, and I would appreciate you answering one by one. Were you focused from tender age to come into the bodybuilding line of fitness industry, or was it the destiny which led you here?
Okay, so you see the position you're in now. Was this the plan, or did you plan it from the beginning when you were a kid, or it just how did it happen? Did you plan it, or so like the position that you're in now? So you know, traveling with the bodybuilding shows. Did you plan this from a young age?
I'm going to a fitness world tour, and this week India, next week China, next Las Vegas show. Fitness performance I'm leading, body conditioning and talent. Very famous Panda and Ulysses, I'm idol. His perfect body and talent. Me too. I wanna. I'm show, body show and performance and actor. My job. Who are you? Who are you? Please don't ask me.
You see what you're doing now? Did you plan it from young, or you fell into it? So, did you plan to be bodybuilder? Yeah.
Okay, for me, it's not like the Simeon, Panda, and Chul. He's a big and huge. For me, I'm the physique. So for me, I just training for my category. I mean, I don't go to like bodybuilding. I just stay to my category, like man physique and what is it? Man physique. Okay. So I'm not going to bodybuilding because these two guys are very big.
For me, I didn't. No, the answer to your question is no. I didn't plan what I do now when I was younger. You know, I followed the regular structure of any other teenager. You know, I went to school, I went to college, I went to uni as well. But then I left uni because the subject I was studying, I didn't have a passion for. I was doing good in it, but I didn't have a passion for it. I then pursued, I wanted to pursue a career in finance. So I was studying to be an accountant. I was working in finance with schools. I was in that job for over three years, working, you know, going to schools and helping them with their accounts. But at the same time, I had all this experience. While I was doing this, I was still training. So throughout, I was always training. And like I said, by a certain time, I had like years of experience and knowledge. And I thought to myself, how can I get this knowledge out without it being my career, you know? Because obviously I wanted to be an accountant. I was studying and taking exams to do that. So I thought, how can I get some of this knowledge out? And the easiest way is a blog and ebooks and stuff like that. So I started to design ebooks. I created a Facebook page. I launched the page. I launched the website. And things really kicked off. You know, people took an interest and the following started to grow. It got to a point where I was in a position that I was very financially stable, and you know, things were going. I was financially, I was better off with the training that I was offering more than my actual job. And I thought, you know, maybe I can take this and you know, really push it and go for make it a career, you know. And then yeah, I took that big step and left my job, and things just went sky high from there, you know. So it was never a plan. But like I said before, to a different question, my thing is I always want to progress. I always want to try and be the best I can be. And that now means that in this industry, that is what I'm going to do. You know, try and be the best I can be. And for me, being the best isn't necessarily looking the best and winning the most competitions. It's being that go-to person to encourage others to do it, you know? If I can leave that mark, then I'm doing a wicked job, you know? If I can leave, if I get people infused and get people as, you know, crazy excited as I am about not just training, but about being focused on a goal and attacking it, then I'm doing a great job. And that's what now fuels me, you know? So, yeah.
Thank you. My next question is, how big is the role of genetics in building? Means, you know, we have heard that genetics causes some limitation.
Yes.
So, how do we go about it? Means, how do we overcome it, or how true is this scenario?
It's very true. The genetics is a huge thing, but there's a catch to it as well. You don't know what your genetics are capable of unless you put the work in. If you wanted to see me when I was 15, 16, you wouldn't say anything. You would say it's another skinny teenager because I was skinny, you know. And so you have no idea what a person's genetics are capable of if they don't do that work, you know. And that's everyone here, you know. Like, if we go back to when we started, Chul training 15 years. Go back to 15 years ago and you wouldn't notice him. Just another guy. But how do we know what you're capable of until you put that work in and give it a go? So with that being said, I don't like people to dwell on the genetics too much because it can make people think, do you know what, I can never look like that. My genetics won't take me there, I'm sure of it. You're not sure of it. You have no idea unless you put the work in. And 15 years is a long time. That's how long I've been training, 15 years. It's a long time. And I would have no idea that I would be able to achieve such a physique 15 years ago, you know? So genetics is important. It defines certain things. It defines, you know, whether we're going to have a big waist, whether we're going to have skinny calves that we're going to have to work like hell to try and build up, or whether we're going to have, whether our body fat is going to be hard to shift, or whether it's like, I'll give you something. I've been very lucky that when I was younger, I was skinny and ripped. So I started off with a six-pack when I was 15. And I've just maintained it through the years. Obviously now through eating clean and training my ass off, but you know, there's genetics can be a factor of that. You know, some people are more predisposed to carry more fat. It's going to be more of a challenge for them. But yet again, it doesn't mean it should slow you down or stop you or, you know, discourage you from making the effort and just putting the work in.
Okay, thank you, sir. It was great speaking to you. Chul, I won't arrest you. I won't arrest you.
Sorry?
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Anand. So let's cut to the chase. We all know what we want from you guys. When are you taking those shirts off? Yeah, please.
This is the only place where guys can ask guys to take their shirts off. And it's not looked down upon. I was actually going to ask you to do that. Why don't you take your shirt off?
I am here for that only. I'll do that in the evening. No problem.
You do that in the evening?
Yeah.
They'll also do it in the evening. Any questions that you have for them?
No, I just want to.
You know, if you want to see them without t-shirt, please log on to Instagram, Facebook, a lot of places.
Why are we here live then?
Ooh, that's a different experience. Can we have the mic here? We have another question. Please tell us your name and let's follow the same procedure. The question is for
Hello.
you.
My name is MD Saud Siddiqui, and I want to know that what's the difference between bodybuilding and men's physique academy?
Terence.
Yeah, very easy. You can see what the difference. Okay, very easy. Like physics, we need have a small weight, so you need to show up your abs, your means your obliques, your means your everything. Serratus interior, oblique external, and oblique interior. This is very important for physics. Yeah, for bodybuilding, it's very easy. You need to use in big.